Namaste, amazing tune in apprentice. You are already at trust, which is the third part of the tune in framework. I'm so excited to be presenting to you today the trust compass. I will share with you my screen so that you can, well, actually, let me first show you. This is the three-part tune-in framework, just so you can have another image of it. You've already gone through balancing your body, your mind, your emotions, so that you can really feel aligned with your health, physically, mentally, and emotionally. You learned to be aware of any sensations in the body so you can prevent illness. You learn to be in the present moment and be aware of the small things in life, right? And find happiness in those little mundane moments like the breath. You've also learned to choose which thoughts are necessary in your mind, which ones are taking up real estate, and which ones can be left out because you learned that you have that power. And then you've also learned to crack open emotionally and feel safe and supported in a way to release any emotions that might be preventing you from fully connecting to who you are and who you're meant to be and why you're here, which is what you did in Connect, right? You uncovered your why. You worked on your wanted feelings and on your values so you can connect more to who you are, away from how society or your friends or your family have always thought you were, or have unconsciously driven the way you walk through life. And now in trust, that is the moment where you can master the law of attraction. So you can welcome opportunities and people in your life for healthy relationships. And also in trust, you will learn to let go of that self-doubt so that you can trust in yourself and in the spiritual support of the universe to align with your soul purpose and finally make decisions that you are happy with intuitively instead of from a place of fear. So I wanted you to have another overview of that three-part framework and how it's so important that you start with the foundation of balance, and how then connecting to who you are, what you want, why you're here is so important as the second step before you become more intuitive, before you make decisions you're happy with, before you can trust and let go of this self-doubt, because it can be fearful, right? So let's hop on to the trust compass that I so love. The trust compass, here is what's happening normally inside our brains because we're human. So we are often living from outside of the huge full potential circle, okay? We are often living in here. The self-doubt is ongoing. You know, what if it doesn't work out? What is it that is wrong with me? Things never work out. I'm not sure I'm making the right decision. Am I making a wrong decision? Am I making a right decision? That unsettling uncertainty and self-doubt that prevents you from moving forward in your life. Often what happens in the circle here, pardon me, is the fear. We are not able to pierce through sorry, we are not able to pierce through this bubble in order to get here because we are fearful. We're fearful of, like I said, you know, fear and doubt are pretty much the same thing, because what if it doesn't work out? You know, why me? Everyone else seems to be working fine, but why would it work out for me? It's all fear. And so we're going to, in order for you to navigate that trust compass, we're going to help you pierce through any beliefs and fears that are bringing up that self-doubt, that are preventing you from moving forward. And this, I want you to know that this is often a place where we operate from the mind. You know, that place where, like my father always used to tell me this, make a pros and cons list when I wasn't sure what to do. I was never, ever taught to make decisions from the intuition. It was always from the mind, always in an analysis way, in a comparison way, in an analytical and mental, logical, mathematical way to make decisions. And I'm not talking about making decisions for, what salad dressing you're going to have, but really about your career, your relationships, the boundaries you set up, what feels right, what doesn't feel right. Just saying that, what feels right and what doesn't feel right. We are not taught to flex that feeling intuitive muscle as much as we are taught to, does it make sense? That I hear that often. I even say it often. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Does it feel right? This is what we're going to explore together. How can you shift from a making sense, analytical, comparisonitis, logical, mathematical way to problem solve and to work through life, so to make decisions you're happy with, and how to shift from the mind and into the heart versus mind. So the trust compass is being able to navigate, am I outside of my zone? Like, am I in this fearful, doubtful, mental, analytical zone? Or am I bullseye, living my full potential, leading with the heart versus the mind? So you'll see there's two circles. The outer one is the intuition. You can be only in the outer one. And when you're only in the outer one, it means that you're so close to the self-doubt and the fear and the mind. You understand your intuition is there. You're not really sure how to handle it. You know it's there, but often the ego is so strong. So I should have written ego here, because the ego is pretty much here. It's not bad. The ego is not bad. We're learning to work with it. But often what happens when we start to tune into our intuition, there's always this voice that comes up in the head. You can tell me with your experience. There's always this voice that comes up and is like, nope, you're wrong. Nope, that's not your intuition. But that's actually the fear and the mind and the ego coming back and being like, yeah, I'm still here. So you're going to learn how to move away from the ego and the fear and learn more to be aligned with the energy of the heart, of the intuition, of what feels right. You're going to learn how to take action in the 3 last modules of the Tune-In program, in this trust part of the framework. You're going to learn how to hit the bullseye of living your full potential in a way that is aligned with what your soul purpose is, in a way that you can recognize that when you get out of the mind and into the heart, there's something else that happens. There's other discoveries that happen. And there you're like, oh, I think that's my soul purpose. So you're going to access parts of yourself that you might have never accessed before. And we're going to together make a plan. Well, you're going to make a plan, but I'm going to support and help you be your own inner guide as you make a plan based on, for example, the affirmations you worked on in module 4, and also based on the beliefs that you would have worked through and the fears at the beginning of the trust part of the framework also, so that you can, okay, what now? I'm learning to disassociate from the mind. I'm learning to become trusting from a heart space, letting go of the self-doubt because I got nothing to lose. I'm not fearful of jumping into the unknown, of going ahead, of moving forward with my soul purpose. And here's my plan. What do I want to do? Okay, what do I want to do about it? And that's where you will determine, whether it is going forward with your business, making a business plan, whether it is making your exit strategy from leaving your full-time job, or whether it is financial planning. How are you going to arrange your finances so that you can achieve your goals, writing your book, whatever your vision is. Now you're going to set an action plan. And as we go along in trust, you will also learn, I will teach you, let me take that screen share off so you can see me, so I can see you more too. Well, I don't see you yet, but in our weekly call, I will. We will also, as we move into trust, we will learn how you would like more support. If you want to continue your mentorship with me, how would it be helpful? Maybe it would be for you to keep going with more tune in program time, because you have access to everything you're learning forever as long as it exists. But maybe you want more mentorship from me and support and accountability to continue the work that you've started, because this is it's a lifetime's worth of actions and of tools that you're using and of development. And the tune-in framework is really my life. That is how I've become who I am. And I trust so much in its effect. But I also know that we are always evolving. We are always growing into better versions of ourselves. And so I want you to know that I'm here for you. And it's not because if you don't get to where you want to be in the next 3 weeks, it's okay. Be gentle with yourself, have compassion, take a breath. We will make a plan together. Everything's going to be all right. And I'll be here if you want more of me, more of us after this too. All right. I'm so excited for you to dive into module 9. And if you have any questions, be sure to reach out. I'm here for you. Yay, let's flex that trust compass muscle. Bye.